If you're watching this right now, take a second and really let it sink in. How did you end up here? Out of the endless scroll of videos, the chaos of algorithms pushing distractions your way, something pulled you to this exact one. This isn't some random click. This is the universe lining things up, syncing your path with this moment because you're on the edge of something big. Think about it. That book you picked up last week, that hit too close to home, or the conversation that lingered in your mind longer than it should have. These are the subtle tugs, the energetic whispers saying, pay attention. You're not just another viewer. You're here because the timing is perfect. Like the cosmos, handpicked you from billions. It's that quiet alignment where everyday coincidences start feeling like signals, guiding you toward a shift you didn't even know you were ready for. You've been sensing it too. Those subtle shifts, that whisper of change. Haven't you? Lately, it's been creeping in, right? That low hum in the background of your days, where the usual chatter with friends falls flat, leaving you wondering why it doesn't spark anything anymore. You've been noticing how your morning routine, the one that used to feel like second nature, now drags like a weight, pointless and empty. Or those evenings where you scroll through your feed, but nothing lands. Nothing fills that growing void. It's not depression or burnout. It's deeper, a quiet unease that refuses to let you settle back into the old groove. You've caught yourself staring out the window, feeling like the world around you is the same, but you're not. And that gap is widening. The people in your life haven't shifted, yet their words bounce off you. Their energy doesn't match yours anymore. And here's the thing, you can't shake it off. Something inside is stirring, refusing to go back to sleep, like a part of you is waking up and demanding more. You've been noticing these little disconnects everywhere. The job that once excited you now feels like a script you're tired of reading, or the relationships that used to comfort, but now highlight how much you've outgrown them. It's unsettling, sure, but it's also validating because it means you're tuning into something real, something that's been building under the surface. That restlessness at night, when your mind races with questions you didn't ask before. That's not random anxiety. It's your inner voice echoing louder, pulling you toward alignment. And those moments of sudden clarity, like when a stranger's comment hits you like a truth bomb. You've been collecting them without realizing, piecing together a puzzle that's starting to show you a bigger picture. It's subtle, almost sneaky, how these shifts accumulate, but they're there, mirroring exactly where you are right now. These aren't just fleeting feelings. They're clues to why you're standing apart from the crowd. Most folks glide through life on autopilot, never pausing to question the script they've been handed. They clock in at jobs that drain them, chase promotions that promise happiness, but deliver more of the same emptiness, and repeat the patterns they watched their parents live out. Too exhausted by the end to wonder if there's another way, they mix up grinding through the day with truly living, settle for surface-level comfort, thinking it's peace, and fill their schedules to avoid the quiet where real questions arise. But you've started seeing the cracks in that facade, the invisible cage of expectations that keeps everyone looping in circles. Once you spot it, there's no unseeing it. It's like waking from a dream you didn't know you were in. That's what sets you apart, makes you rare in a world full of sleepwalkers. You're the one who questions the rules, who senses that the path everyone swears by is just a dead end dressed up as success, while others chase external validations, likes, titles, approvals. You're turning inward, realizing those things never filled the void anyway. It's not about being better than anyone. It's about breaking free from the illusions that trap most people. Think of it like escaping a well-worn rut, where the cycles of doubt and distraction no longer hold you. You've stopped trying to fix what's around you and started recognizing the shift within, that irreversible expansion of your awareness. This isn't temporary self-help fluff. It's a deep, permanent transformation, rewiring how you see everything. You've let go of the need to perform for love, understanding that true connection comes from being unapologetically you. And in doing that, you're not just changing yourself, you're quietly showing others it's possible, giving them permission to step out of their own cages. Now that you see your rarity, let's uncover the hidden framework guiding this journey. This transformation you're stepping into isn't chaotic. It's a cascade of stages, each building on the last, like a river carving its way through rock to find a new flow. Let's walk through it together, starting with the first phase, the stirring spark. This is where it all begins. That initial flicker of discontent, like a match striking in the dark. Psychologically, it's your subconscious signaling that old patterns no longer serve you. Maybe it's a dream that lingers, or a random insight that jolts you awake. Think of it as the seed cracking open. Without this discomfort, growth can't take root. You feel restless, questioning why things that once fit now chafe. But it's not random. It's your inner self igniting, preparing to burn away the outdated. Loss here disguises itself as confusion, but really, it's clearing space for what's next. Then comes the unraveling storm, the phase where everything seems to fall apart, but it's actually dissolving what no longer aligns. Imagine a caterpillar in its cocoon, breaking down completely before becoming something new. That's you, facing the chaos of old beliefs crumbling. Psychologically, this is ego dissolution. Habits, relationships, and identities that kept you small start fraying. You might lose friends who can't match your vibe, or feel isolated as routines shatter. It's stormy, with emotions swirling like thunderclouds, grief for the old you, fear of the unknown. But remember, storms nourish the ground. Loss feels heavy here, like everything's being stripped away, yet it's the universe making room, transforming apparent destruction into fertile soil for rebirth. Next is the clarity eclipse, a momentary darkness where insights emerge from the shadows, like the moon blocking the sun, only to reveal a brighter light after. This phase is about introspection amid the quiet. Psychologically, it's integration time. Your mind processes the unraveling, connecting dots you couldn't see before. Doubts might peak, but suddenly, patterns click. Why certain cycles repeated? How past pains were teachers. Use analogies like fog lifting from a mountain path. What was obscured becomes sharp. Loss in this eclipse is the illusion of control, but it gives you wisdom, turning confusion into a clear vision of who you're becoming. From there surges the rebirth surge, that exhilarating rush where new energy floods in, propelling you forward. Picture a phoenix rising from ashes, fiery, renewed, unstoppable. Psychologically, this is empowerment manifesting. You've shed the old skin, and now confidence builds as you test new wings. Opportunities align, people who resonate appear, and actions feel effortless. It's not without wobbles, like a fledgling bird's first flight, but the momentum carries you. Loss transforms here into liberation, disguised as endings that were really beginnings. fueling your ascent with purpose and vitality. Finally, the embodiment flow, where transformation settles into your being like a river reaching the ocean, expansive, integrated, eternal. This is living the change. Your consciousness flows naturally in alignment, no forcing needed. Psychologically, it's full actualization. Decisions stem from authenticity. Relationships deepen from truth. Metaphors abound, like roots anchoring a tree through storms. Stable yet flexible. Loss? It's now seen as the gift it always was, pruning for growth. You embody peace, radiating it outward, completing the cascade, where every stage's disguise reveals profound evolution. With this map in hand, prepare for the shadows that arise just before the dawn. As you move deeper into this cascade, know that the shadows will thicken right when breakthrough feels closest. It's the shadow siege, that final psychological barricade where your old self mounts a desperate defense. Picture a fortress under attack, walls crumbling but fighting back fiercely. That's your ego clinging to the familiar, resurfacing fears like ghosts from the past. Why does this happen? It's wired in us. Change threatens the identity we've built for safety, so doubts amplify. Who are you to want more? You're not ready for this. You might sabotage subtly, skipping that new habit, or retreating into old comforts, or face external pushback from people who sense your shift and feel uncomfortable in its light. Friends might question your choices. Family could pull you back to normal because your growth highlights their stagnation. It's like a besieged city, flinging arrows of isolation or criticism, testing if you'll retreat or stand firm. Recognize it for what it is. Not failure, but the last gasp of patterns dissolving. Old identities fight dirty, whispering you're crazy or ungrateful. But this siege is proof you're close. Psychologically, it's the brain's resistance to rewiring, creating friction to strengthen new neural paths. Socially, expect some to drift. Those threatened by your authenticity might push away, but that's their shadow, not yours. Prepare by naming these doubts when they arise, seeing them as signposts, not stop signs. This phase can feel heavy, like darkness before dawn, but enduring it forges resilience. Armed with this awareness, let's turn to the tools that will guide you through. To navigate this siege and the entire cascade, start with something simple yet powerful, a daily reflection ritual. Set aside just 5 minutes each morning. Sit quietly, breathe deep, and ask yourself, what feels aligned today and what doesn't? Journal the answers without judgment. This builds self-dialogue, linking back to the stirring spark by amplifying those initial whispers. Next, try the boundary setting exercise. Identify one area where you're overgiving, like saying yes to draining commitments, and practice a phrase like, I honor my energy by choosing what serves me. Say it aloud in the mirror, then apply it in real life. It counters the unraveling storm's chaos by creating protective space. Then, incorporate a visualization script. Close your eyes for 3 minutes nightly, picturing yourself in the embodiment flow, vibrant, at peace, surrounded by resonant energy. Whisper affirmations, such as, I release what no longer aligns and welcome my true path, feeling the rebirth surges, momentum build. Finally, do a weekly alignment, check-in, review your actions against the clarity eclipse's insights, asking, am I moving toward growth or retreating to old patterns. Make it doable. Track in a note on your phone. These steps aren't overwhelming. They're bridges from theory to your daily life, forging your way through resistance with practical support. As you apply these, watch how your true self begins to emerge unstoppably. And it is emerging right now. You are stepping into an unshakable peace that anchors you through any storm. A presence so authentic, it draws in what truly belongs. You are becoming the architect of your reality, no longer reacting to life's whims, but responding with wisdom born from every phase you've traversed. This isn't wishful thinking, it's already happening. That phoenix rising within, flames of clarity burning brighter with each breath. Feel it, the certainty that past heartbreaks weren't punishments, but preparations. Failures, not endpoints, but fuel for this triumph. You carry an inner light that doesn't flicker with opinions or setbacks. It's steady, elevating you to see challenges as adventures, uncertainties as invitations to expand. Imagine waking each day with that quiet confidence, relationships deepening because you're fully you, opportunities flowing because your resonance calls them in. You are embodying the flow, where loss reveals itself as the greatest gift, sinking back to that initial vortex that brought you here. This transformation is inevitable, building to a crescendo where your essence shines without apology, inspiring ripples you can't even see yet. Now, declare your place in this rare journey and join those walking it with you. If this resonates, drop "I'm aligning" in the comments. Share a piece of your story, that spark or storm you're in, to light the way for someone else. You're part of something bigger, a collective awakening where each authentic step inspires the next. Your transition starts now, echoing that first alignment, and the world is brighter for your light. Embrace this as your signal. The world awaits your awakened light.